Okay, I'm going to continue reading The Horn God with the Witches. This is chapter 18. Ritual to meet the Witch Father. When I first discovered modern witchcraft, most of materials documenting it were focused on the idea of the great goddess along with various female deities. When books mentioned male deity, it was generally in passing and often felt like an afterthought. The idea of the goddess as central to witchcraft lies in stark contrast to how witchcraft has generally been perceived, especially in North America and Europe. Over the last several hundred years, for most of the time, the supreme deity of witchcraft was a horn god of the devil. That devil was never the menace of the general populace imagine him to be. He was simply a convenient scapegoat for their superstition, pettiness, and cruelty. The devil was the repository for everything people didn't understand. He was a source of power, knowledge, and magic, three things that governments and churches have always been terrified of because they know those ideas are beyond the control of their authority. Absolutely. In many ways, horned deity is largely responsible for witchcraft as we know it today. Without those images of witches uh, coverting with the devil uh, from 500 years ago, today's craft would look uh, very different. While most of us reject the idea that we work with the Christian Satan, the imagery and lore of that period is still intrinsically tied to our modern day practice. I think there's real power in acknowledging the horn god as the witch father because of his various guises. The horn one is truly the father of the modern craft. In almost every incarnation of witchcraft over the last 1,000 years, the horn god has been there sitting comfortably somewhere in the circle or just outside of it, helping to inspire us once again and give us the tools to grow our personal practices. When I think of my flesh and blood father, I often think of the things he gave me growing up. He put a roof over my head and food in my belly, but he gave me more than just physical stuff. Through him, I inherited a love of history and myth, and he taught me how to use a mostly decent human being too. Sorry, let me reread that. And he taught me how to be a mostly decent human being too. I know that not all of us have this sort of relationship with our Father, and for those of you who do not, I feel your pain. My mother left my brother and me when I was in the first grade, but in the Witch Father, we are celebrating the idea of we're celebrating the idea a figure who makes us a better witch and imparts us to wisdom and accomplish our goals in life. In the ritual to meet the horn god in chapter 3, we give gifts to the horn one. Tonight in this ritual, we take gifts given freely to us by the witch father. We take all of those. We take all the wisdom and experience given to us by the horn god in his many guises and apply them directly to our craft. In many ways, this rite is a culmination of everything we've touched on in these pages. Most traditional witchcraft books suggest conducting every ritual in a liminal space, and such as a graveyard or a crossroads. But for those of us who live in cities and such things are not just impractical, but are often impossible. If you can find such a place, fantastic. But if you can't, an empty room in your home will work just fine. You won't need much in terms of tools and materials for this ritual, but you'll need a staying. A staying need not be elaborate. A pitchfork will work, available at most hardware stores, as will a rectangular walking stick. If both of those are out of reach, a fallen tree branch is also acceptable. If you don't come up with one of those three items, it's best to wait to do this ritual until you obtain one of them. Ritual supplies. For this ritual, you will need ritual tools for setting up your sacred space, cakes and ale, both for you and as a libation, and if indoors, a libation bowl. A stang along with a way to place your stang straight up into the air. If you are doing your ritual outside, the ground is the obvious choice here. If you are doing the ritual indoors, uh, find I find that a bucket full of rocks works surprisingly well. A small dish of water, if holding your ritual indoors, 6 to 8 candles in your if your ritual is indoors. Set up your candles in such a way of to indicate a path of some sort. Tea light candles are easy and safe choice here. I suggest form I suggest performing the ritual in a way that utilizes the techniques found in traditional witchcraft. If you are unfamiliar with how traditional witches create sacred space, there are numerous examples online as well as several books I personally recommend in the bibliography. My favorites include those by Gemma Gray, Keldon, and Tara Love uh, Marguine, or uh, Mag Magure. I think that's how you say that name, and Christopher Orapello, uh, as well as my book, Witch's Will of the Year. Unfor if you are unforgettable with those techniques, you don't have to use them. Sorry, if you are uncomfortable with those techniques, you don't have to use them, but I do suggest getting out of your own comfort zone now and then. If you are doing this ritual indoors, set up your sting and candles before the rite begins. The 6 to 8 candles should be set up in such a way as to symbolize a path. Don't light them when you set them up, but have them on the floor where you want them before the rite starts. If you are doing this ritual outside, this step involving the candle is probably unnecessary, but it can be done if you choose. The stag should be set up in the center of your working space. The ritual. Start the ritual by leaving your house and going on a walk after the sun has begun to set. As you walk, breathe in the fresh air and listen to the sounds that surround you. Even in the the densest cityscape, there's still a bit of natural world around, whether it's the chirping of a bird or the touch of the wind, whatever be of nature, whatever bit of nature you can sense, take a moment to truly appreciate it. Your pre-ritual walk does not have to be a major undertaking, but spend some time outdoors thinking about all you experience with the horn god. Imagine him as Pan, wild and free. Picture him as Herne, seeking and finding retribution. Find yourself in the tendrils of the green man, or experiencing joy in the ecstasy of Dionysus. As your muscles tense and relax as you walk, reflect on Cernunnos running through the woods on the hunt, leaving in your liminal space between life and death. Finally, think about what it is you wish to receive from the Horn God. What else he can give you to make your life more complete and fulfilling as a witch. If you are doing your rituals outdoors, reflect on these ideas as you walk to your ritual spot. If you are performing this ritual indoors, light the candles to symbolize your path. As you light the candles, thank the Horn God for the illumination he has provided. These many days and years I have walked the path of the witch. Side by side with me has walked the Horn One, lighting my way, great Horn Lord. Show me the way forward so that I might know your greater mysteries and receive your gifts. If you are doing this ritual outside, simply be aware of the path you have walked and say the words above as you approach your ritual space. Once you have settled into your working area, do whatever setup is required. This could mean unpacking your cakes and ale, setting up your staying if you are outdoors, and or cleansing and purifying your ritual space. Once everything is to your satisfaction, build your sacred space in whatever way works best for you. When that is done, call to the witch father to attend your rite. Great Horn God, tonight I call to you as the witch father. I invoke you as the keeper of secrets, the guardian of the mysteries, and the father of witches. Long have I followed you, and tonight I seek your final gifts. Bless me as a witch that I might further my craft and walk where only the bravest tread. May I receive a glimpse of you this night and the blessing that may come only to those who seek you out. So mote it be. Hail and welcome. In traditional witchcraft, the stang is used as an altar and as a way to alter one's consciousness. In this ritual, we are using it to shift our perception so that we might more easily catch a glimpse of the witch father. To use the stang in this way, you want to stand about 5 or 6 feet away from it and begin circling around it clockwise direction while chanting Io Io Evohe. Pronounce Yo Yo Evohe. While you move and chant, you should stare directly at the stang while letting your eyes lose focus. If you choose to do this ritual with a group, the traditional way to dance around the stang is to form a ring of witches with everyone's right hand pointing inward toward the stang. Everyone's left arm should be extended straight out in front of them, and with their left hand resting on the left shoulder of the person in front of them. This is one vision of a technique known as a treading the mill. How long should this part of the ritual last? Ideally until your consciousness has shifted and you catch a glimpse of something holy and sacred. In my experience, you'll probably be dizzy by the time this happens, your dizziness helping to induce a shift in your perception. What will the witch father look like when you look upon him? For some, his face appears as a skull, which others see a more traditional horn god figure. Higher powers appear to us in different ways, providing every witch with the image that best resonates with them. After you have seen the Witch Father in the moment and chanting around the stag and prepare to receive his gifts, unfortunately, it's unlikely that he's going to stay in your line of sight and walk up to you and present you with a bunch of presents, but you should feel his energy radiating around you, and his presence should be noticeable. In my experience, it often feels like the air around me has gotten thick, even though there's no moisture in the air. With the Witch Father's energy in your ritual space, reach downward and touch the ground. Feel the heartbeat of the earth and begin to draw that energy up into your body while saying, "From the Witch Father, I accept this gift of power. May I be, uh, may I be willed the, may I wield the power of the witch effectively, forcefully, and for the good of myself and those around me. So mote it be." As you say these words, you should feel the earth's power radiating through your body, energizing your magical self. Look up at the sky and observe the moon. If you are indoors, move to a spot near a window and observe the moon in the night sky. No windows? Simply look up, project your consciousness upward, and feel the moon's power. Let the light of the moon shine down upon you, its energy filling up your being. Imagine the light coming to your body and making you glow. The moon's energy is like a flame that stares within us, making us sure of ourselves and confident in our abilities. Accept this gift of courage by saying, "For the Witch Father, I accept this gift of courage. I shall be true to myself and to my will. I will live as a witch without fear or shame, embracing my place in this world and my role within it, so mote it be." If you are outside, touch the grass underneath you. It should be slick with dew. If you are if you live in an especially dry area of the world, you can do this part of the ritual by simply thinking about the importance of water or bringing a little bit of your own. Concentrate on the feeling of the water in your hand and marvel at how it came to be there. If you are indoors, touch the water in the bowl upon your altar and feel it on your palm. Think for a moment of how water shapes the world, carving magnificent spaces such as the Grand Canyon and rearranging the world's shorelines. Water makes changes large and small depending on the situations, but the change is always there, like a stream slowly carving its way through rock. See yourself like the water, using your power as a witch to comfort and vanquish all obstacles in your way, even the largest ones. With time, effort, and determination, we can transform our lives and those of the people around us. Feel the power of the water slowly enter your body and accept this gift of the Witch Father. From the Witch Father, I accept this gift of determination. May I let nothing stand in my path that is undesirable. May I accomplish all that I set out to do on this path of the witch. Make me steadfast in my loves, my goals, and my magic, so mote it be. Stand still for a moment and feel the air around you. Is it still, or is it there, subtle breeze blowing? Even indoors, you should be able to feel the air move around you, even if that movement is slight. Stand still until you feel it and let it wash over you. Breathe deeply and notice your breath. Feel your lungs expand as they take in air. As you exhale, reflect on your voice and the words that escape your mouth. The witches, as witches, we don't have to play nice all the time, but we should be decent folk working toward the betterment of the world. Take a deep breath and thank the Witch Father for this last gift. From the Witch Father, I accept this gift of decency. With the knowledge granted to me, I shall use my skills and energy for the betterment of this world. May my judgments be sound and my will ever true, so mote it be. Feel the energies that you have received with the Witch Father moving through you now. Picture yourself going forward as a strong and powerful witch, be able to overcome everything this life throws at you. That doesn't mean that life will be easy from here on out, but only that you have the ability to overcome those challenges. Place your hands over your cakes and ale and ask the Witch Father to bless them. I ask the Witch Father to bless this food and drink. May these gifts remind me of your bounty and abundance in this world. With thanks, I accept your blessing, so mote it be. Eat your cakes and ale and enjoy the energies still radiating in your ritual space. When you are done eating and drinking, be sure to leave a libation for the Horn One. If you are outdoors, your libation can be poured and placed directly on the earth. If you are indoors, you should place them in your libation bowl and then move them outdoors at the end of your rite. As you share your libation, say goodbye to the Horn God. As you have given unto me, so I give unto you. Witch Father, accept my offering with your gifts this night. Long may we walk with each other. I thank you for your presence at my right this night and look forward to growing closer to you in the days and years ahead, so mote it be. Take down your sacred space in the way that is most comfortable to you. If you are outside, pack up your belongings and visualize the path that brought you to your space. If you are indoors, stand before the candles you have lit, symbolizing the road that you have traveled. As you stand in front of the pathway, feel the Witchfinder's hand upon your shoulder, leading the way. Say, Great Horn God, you have shared with me your light and wisdom, and now I walk forward securing my path as a witch. May the blessings of the Witch Father be upon me until the end of my days. This rite has ended, but journey is only beginning, so mote it be. Blow out the candles in front of you and walk through the darkness, confident in your abilities as a witch. If you are outdoors, walk with your stang in front of you confidently into the night.